Welcome to Diary of a Hyper Empath. My name is Luke. This is part two. Have no idea how many parts I'm going to do here, but yes, I prayed for Jesus. The Lord God gave me Leo Alexander, which was my gateway drug into the light path of spirituality. And I probably only watched um, you know, 5 or 6 more. Maybe I went deep diving and I watched like 20 videos of hers, and then but that was like my gateway drug because at the same time, and then I stopped. I check up on her from time to time, like every 6 months or a year now, but I usually this time of year when it's like the anniversary because it makes me reflect on how far I've come. But I probably watched a couple of her videos and then the recommended videos on the side. Man, I went, I went on a journey, especially tarot, but astrology, uh, a lot of astrology, and uh, like rituals for new moon and full moon, and so much tarot. I went so much tarot. Oh my gosh. I went through so much tarot, and and it took me 2 years before I knew what tarot was to get this deck. I had no idea, and I thought I was crazy. I thought something was wrong with me. Like I had to keep. I was keeping it a secret. I didn't want anyone to know. I thought people think I'm like some crackpot. Like, yeah, I didn't tell my family or anything. I kept it a secret for a bit from my beautiful, loving wife, and but only for a month or two. I didn't tell her what I was experiencing, like synchronicities and uh, the like. I was going through dark night of the soul again and again and again and again, and I've still experienced it. I've still experienced it from here and there. I'll go through that. It's crazy. Like I, from what I remember researching was like a majority of beings only go through it like once or twice. But I was going through long, but my transition, my paradigms, so much negativity. It's not funny. Like, I am living in a beautiful home now. I have so many beautiful things. My furniture sucked. We didn't even have a sofa for like a year. We're using bean bags. We were crammed into this tiny little apartment. We're living in a 3 bedroom house now. It's a beautiful, luxurious home. It was only built like no, 3 years ago, and it's oh, yeah, and it's all my nice furniture, nice electronics, nice. Except this phone needs. Someone bought me a phone, but I didn't like how it came, and I had to turn it down, which was really hard because you need to welcome these blessings into your life. But they told me they were getting a really good deal, and then they didn't get any deal at all. But they still gave me the phone, but I didn't want to take advantage of that situation because of not just on my conscience, but when you're manifesting, you want it to come with peace of mind and with great ease. So that's something that I've learned so much about. And this here, I've almost mastered this deck, and I've heard like pro YouTubers that are on, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They've been in the game for such a long time, and I've heard them giving their lengthy versions of what the cards mean. And yeah, they can mean anything you want them to mean, no doubt. But then I've like, ego much, but I've learnt the true meanings of some of these, majority of this deck. It took me 2 years to get this deck, and when I got this deck, the experience was insane. It's a whole story. I'm not going to get into it now. It is unbelievable. I need to write a book. Like, it's just, it's nuts. I just went into the supermarket to get this deck, and well, not supermarket. It was a department store, whatever, and it was called Big W. It's like Walmart in the US, and pretty sure that's where it was. And what I experienced was nuts. As soon as I picked it up, what happened in that store was nuts. So I'll never forget it. Um, and it was like life, God, telling me that with great power comes great responsibility. So for some reason that happens to me. There's beings out there that pick up the deck and straight away they're given ratings. There's that haven't known tarot for 2 days and they're blowing up on social media with the tarot. That's fine. That's meant to be. Like, I have no. Before I would have been so jealous, and like there's readers out there that see these youngsters or people new to the game blowing up, and they're like, TikTok tarot and all this stuff, and their meanings don't, and it's like, that's what the messages you're meant to get, what you're meant to get. Simple. Does I could say anything and make it up, and give you that. This means that you're going to win a holiday. I don't know. So, you're meant to hear that, whatever it is. Okay. You're going to get pizza tonight, and you didn't ask for the anchovies, but they put the anchovies on there anyway. That's what you're meant to hear. So I hope that doesn't happen to anyone that doesn't want that to happen. So anyway, the tarot, crazy. It's crazy. Like, the tarot, what I've learned about the tarot is that it is life. Everything in life is in the tarot. Everything in the tarot is in life. It's beyond. It is beyond, especially the Rider-Waite deck, especially this deck here. But I got the Gilded Tarot first, and that was a huge part of my thing. And so anyone that says that like tarot is dark, it's evil, it's against like Christianity or Jesus or what have you, and it's devil, demonic stuff. That's not true, because I was in my room crying, and I broke down and I was praying for Jesus, and bang, it led me on this path, this beautiful, magical, divine path. It has been the biggest. There's so much more to meets the eye. It's magic. It literally is magical. There's no words to explain it, really, and there's no words to explain it. It just is. And because after that, I kept seeing Jesus. I kept seeing on my journey, and he comforted me, and I felt the touch of Jesus. When I broke down that morning, I felt Jesus' hand on my shoulder, saying, "Look, it's all right. It's going to be all right." And Jesus has been with me ever since. And God has been with me ever since. And just recently, May, it was early May, late April, no, late April, I think. And I was having moments through meditation where I was brought very close to God. So close. I feel God's presence everywhere now. But for so many years, I thought there is no God. How could there be a God? There's all these tragedies happening everywhere around the world, and when you go down the dark path, That's what happens. I'm going to end it here.